Shalom, Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're going to start with questions. If anybody got questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. Type your questions in the chat so we can start with the questions. If anybody got any questions. All right. It's Israelite School, UPK, under Commander Gianhana, 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Okay. Today's topic is going to be called The Wisdom and Fury of the Most High. The wisdom and the fury of the Most High go hand in hand. Okay. For his wisdom is, for how great his fury is, so is his wisdom, so is his mercy. Okay. So, but this is how you got to do with the Most High. You got to be ready to sacrifice for the Most High. You got to be ready to go that extra distance for the Most High. All right. If we want to get this kingdom, we got to be willing to go that extra distance, man. We willing to go that distance for the oppressor when we was in the world of the oppressor. We were selling drugs. We were following whores and sleeping with whores, following some whorish woman around. You ready to do whatever she wanted you to do at any day. Whether you had to go to work the next day, whether you had to get up in the morning, whether you was tired, whether you was busy, that whore always got 100% of your attention, got 100% of your time, got whatever she needed out of you in a moment's notice. Anything she could ask, she asked of you, you would do it for that whore. You would do it for that whore. You would fix her car. You'll, cut her grass. You'll fix her house up. You go pick up her friends. You go help her family. You do anything for that whore. For that woman you were sleeping with that left you. She left you and went and got another nigga and started being happy with him. But you was ready. You was dropping anything and everything for her. The Lord sees that and it displeases the Most High. You understand? You cannot put a whore above the Most High. You can't put, a woman don't even have to be a whore. Any woman, period. You can't put a woman above the Most High. You can't put a woman above the Lord. But that's what our people do. That's what our brothers do. Our brothers put a woman above the Lord. That's why a lot of brothers don't come into the truth. Because the truth of the Bible, when you come to the ISUBK, the real home of the truth, you're required to do certain things that, when you was in the world, you weren't required to do these things. You weren't required to do them. You understand? And so the burden is more. The burden is more. Is more on you than what it is in the world. When you're in the world, you don't have to. All you gotta do is just basically do what the white man say, and you'll be fine. Do what the white man say. Go to some job site somewhere. Follow everything the white man say to do, and then that's what you think is life is. To you, that's a complete life. Your family gonna be in disarray. Your household gonna be in disarray. You think money's gonna solve all your problems, so you're trying to chase more and more money, and that's not what's gonna save you. That's not what's gonna take care of your family. You think the money gonna take care of your family, when money is a defense. Money is a defense, but it's not everything. So money will defend. You need to get that money, have that money in your pocket. But more than the money, you need the Most High. You need to be able to do for the Lord. Because if you're only willing to do for money, why would the Lord bless you? Only thing you're going to be blessed by is the money that you're chasing. And the money is going to save you. If you trust in that money, that it's going to save you in the last days. If you think the money's going to save you in the last moments, you a fool. You a fool if you think that. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that share button. Money is not going to bring our people back together. Money is not going to solve our problems in the ghetto. Money is not going to solve the drug addiction. Money is not going to solve the other addictions, the alcoholism in our community. Money's not going to solve that. All right. Money is not going to save you from racism. That's what a lot of people think too. Okay. What you going to want to do is start serving the Lord, man. You got to put in the time of serving the Lord. And this a marathon, not a sprint. Serving the Lord is a marathon, not a sprint. It's not something you feel like doing and you so hyped about doing 1 minute, and then the next minute you ain't got to worry, you ain't got to do it. That's what most people choose in life. They choose something in life that, for that moment, it's making them feel great. They're happy. Then they could just move on. But that's not serving the Lord. That's not what serving the Lord is. Keep hearing some damn buzzing sound. I don't see no fly or nothing. But yeah. That's not what serving the Lord is. Serving the Lord is greater than that. Serving the Lord isn't some flighty feeling that you get and it goes away like the love you felt for that whore, and then once you had sex with her, you didn't have that feeling for her no more. That's not what serving the Lord is. The Lord isn't some, whore that you have a good time with. That's what you have to show the Most High, that you're not just like most people. When they get into a bind, they start saying, oh Lord, please help me, Lord, please. When they get into some trouble, when they're about to go to jail, when they're dying in the hospital, then here comes the prayers. But that's not serving the Lord, is it? Where's this fly at? I hear him, but I don't see him. That's not serving the Lord. When you serve the Lord, it's a lifelong commitment. And this is why the people of the Bible lots of times didn't want to or failed at serving the Lord, because they would feel great about serving the Lord when they in trouble, when they in some type of danger, and they need the Lord's help. But when that danger passes, they no longer want to sacrifice for the Lord. They don't want to serve the Lord no more. Let's get into scriptures. We're going to start from where we was at before. Proverbs 31:3. Give not thy strength unto women, nor thy ways to that which destroyeth kings. Let's just start there. Give not thy strength unto women, unto woman, unto woman. This is where a lot of brothers fail at. They want to give their strength to women, but they don't want to give their strength to serving the Lord. A lot of these brothers that's chasing money, chasing riches, chasing the treasure, the riches, the deceitfulness of riches, the treasures of this world. 9 times out of 10, he's doing it for a woman. That's why he's doing it. He's doing it for a woman. He's doing it for a female. He's not doing it out of, earnest. He's not doing it out of a greater dream or goal or vision. He's doing it to serve a female. That's what average brother, man. That's why the scripture says, don't give your strength unto women, unto a female. Don't give thy strength to a female. What does it mean, your strength? That means you serve that female. You serve her. There we go. Don't give your strength unto a female. 1 second, let me open this door, let this fly out. Okay. So back where we was at. You want to give your all to the Most High. That's what you want to do. Okay. We go down to Proverbs 31, verse 9. Open thy mouth, judge righteously, and plead the cause of the poor and needy. That's what we do at camp. That's what we do at camp. We plead the cause of the poor and the needy. You want to always put the Lord first in your life. Whether you a man or a woman, you should put the Lord first. That's in the scriptures. To put the Most High first. The scripture says, through the woman, we all die. We all perish because sin came through the woman. Go to verse 7. We're going to go to Ecclesiasticus chapter 5, verse 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. Tarrying means you waiting around. You waiting. Tarrying is an old way of saying waiting. Don't wait to serve the Lord. Serve the Lord now while you still can. Don't wait. Don't wait to serve the Lord. What are you waiting for? For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed. Don't you know it's so easy for your security, anybody's security, to be destroyed? You know how easy it is for the Lord to destroy your security? It's so easy for the Lord to destroy a man's security. That's why with a pure heart, you gotta serve the Lord with all earnest. This is a scripture that talks about this. It talks about the kingdom, what the kingdom of heaven is like. I'll get it for you. Matthew chapter 13, verse 44. Matthew 13 and 44. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. The kingdom of heaven is like treasure hid in a field. Why does the Lord compare treasure to the kingdom of heaven? The treasure is hid in a field. Why does he do that? Why did Christ do that? I'm going to tell you why. Because the kingdom of heaven isn't something that's always been seen. Sometimes the kingdom of heaven is unseen place. You got to understand, in the Bible, the kingdom of heaven that it's talking about here is not talking about dying and going up flying in the sky and you're going to see Tupac and Biggie at some large lunch table with your grandma there. And there's going to be naked angels, naked babies flying around playing the harps, and they're all naked. That's not what the kingdom of heaven is. You done been taught lies. You ain't never going to see the place like that. Never. You're never going to be in some heavenly place eating food at some large table with Tupac and Biggie and your grandmother. You ain't never going to see a place like that. It don't exist. It's not in the Bible. You've been taught lies. You've been taught a lie. The kingdom of heaven is the place where the men of the Lord rule. That's the kingdom of heaven. In the place where the men of the Lord rule, ain't going to be no tears. Ain't going to be no murder. Ain't going to be no raping. Ain't going to be none of that because the men of the Lord rule that place and that space. So you're never going to see that place where it's clouds and stuff. You ain't going to go in the clouds. There ain't no scripture that say everybody going to go into the clouds when they die and be at a long table with Tupac and Biggie eating food. All right. The kingdom of heaven, scripture says, within you. That's the place where the Israelites come back to the Most High and we establish the Lord's kingdom on earth. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. The will of the Lord is supposed to be done on earth as it is in heaven. And what's the will of the Lord? Order, righteousness, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, the men of the Lord being in rulership. That's the kingdom. It being in order, the way the Lord wants it in order. It be running the way the Lord wants it to run. Not like this evil, wicked place is running. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto treasure hid in a field. The which, when a man hath found, he hideth. Why is he hiding it? What does it mean where it says he found a treasure in the field and he hid it? This is what that means. He hid it. It's a metaphor for when you learn the truth, you put it in you. You put it in your spirit, in your soul, and you don't let it go. That's the metaphor of him finding the treasure in the field. That's the kingdom of heaven. And then he hides it. He hides it inside himself. He puts these scriptures and his teachings of One West inside him, and he hides it there. He keeps it there safe so nobody else can get it and take it from him. That's the point. Nobody, you put this truth in your spirit, and you lock it in there tight and hidden so nobody can take it from you. How they gonna take it? How they gonna take something from you they can't find? How are they gonna take something from you they can't find? That's the point behind this scripture. You take the teachings in the word of the Lord and you put it inside you so it grows roots and becomes a part of you, becomes strong inside you. The understanding. Like, for example, you come to the class and you learn the laws are not done away with. You put that deep inside you and you hide it there so nobody can take it from you. Somebody can imagine you done learned the laws of the Lord are done away with, and the Lord come to save the children of Israel. Then you go talk to somebody and they tell you, nah, that's wrong. The Bible, they show you another scripture, and all of a sudden you all confused and you say, well, maybe Christianity right. Maybe I need to be a Christian then. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I don't know nothing of the scriptures. Look, imagine that. You basically lose it that quick. And for joy thereof. So he has joy that he has this word tucked inside him now. He enjoys having that word of the Lord. He doesn't waver. He doesn't, start changing his mind. The scripture said, double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. He changing, going left and right. Man of the Lord shouldn't be like that. Man of the Lord shouldn't be changing left and right with every wind and doctrine. For joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath. So he takes that truth, puts it inside of him. He goes and sells everything he has. What is this representing? This is representing when you give up the world. You give up the things that are in this world. How much money you get from selling drugs? You give that up. How many orgasms you could get from sleeping with prostitutes? You give that up. Sell that. How much good feelings you can get by going out and doing any evil thing that you want to do to anybody? How much evil satisfaction you can get? You forgo all of that to serve the Most High. That's what it means to take everything you have and sell it. Sell all that he had. And what does he do? And buyeth that field. You're going to get rid of all the things that you could have had from not following the truth, from being in the world, from serving the oppressor. You forego all of that to get down with the Most High in his program. Scripture said, he that saved his life, he that seeketh to save his life shall lose it. And he that will lose his life shall save it. If you sit here and try to reserve what life you have in this kingdom, and in doing so, you forego serving the Lord. In doing so, you abandon the priesthood. In doing so, you abandon your duties or the possible duties that you would take up if you were to choose to serve the Lord. You abandon that for what you perceive this world can offer you. Cars or clothes, money, hoes, whatever things you are chasing in this world, in this life. And mind you, anything you are chasing is temporary. That pleasure you seeking is temporary. The riches you seeking are temporary. Moses foregone those riches that he had in Egypt for greater riches. For the time, for the ability to be with his people and fight for his people. He gave up the riches of Pharaoh's house. He was able to attain the better riches. The riches of a righteous name, the riches of a kingdom, the riches of his people. We are trying to get those riches. That is the true treasure that is in the field. But we have to sell everything we have and get rid of the things of this world. You got dreams in this world. If you was a sister, you wanted to be a singer. You brothers, you wanted to be a rapper. You wanted to be an NBA player, an NFL player. All you want to be the same goddamn thing anyway, because you see that you think it's going to give you all these riches and women and happiness and put you and make you famous. But that's what this world can offer, which the world is called the deceitfulness of riches for a reason, because the riches are going to deceive you into chasing them, and you will never get them. You will never get what you're really seeking for in this chase of riches. It's called the rat race. You're chasing that cheese. When you should get money in this world, get money, but the real riches you should understand are in the truth, in serving the Most High. That is the real riches, doing what the Lord said to do. Go to your work, go do your job, go do your slavery, pay your tithes with that money, pay your donations with that money, help build the kingdom with that money. Help build the kingdom with that money. Focus in on what the Lord requires of you with that money. If you're not paying tithes, you're sinning. What are you doing? You are not actually getting the treasure that's in the field. Because you're not paying tithes. Okay, let's go to verse 45. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant seeking goodly pearls. See, a merchant usually smart. He was a merchant, but you know your client wants to pay top dollar for some pearls. You trying to get these pearls because you know this millionaire or billionaire, he wants to buy pearls of the best kind, the best type, and he's willing to pay the best money. You see him buying every pearl that's out. He's trying to buy all pearls, all the best pearls. You see him buying and buying it for twice as much as they're worth. He's paying millions of dollars for pearls that only cost hundreds. So you searching, you go to a land that don't know about this guy buying all these pearls. You're the merchant. You looking for pearls. Now, verse 46. Who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. It's a $50,000 pearl, but he knows he could sell it for $5 million when he take it back to the other place, to the other land. He know he could sell it for $5 million, but here they want $50,000. He's got all his other merchant stuff. All his other merchant stuff adds up to, $50,000. That's all he got. He would have to sell everything he had to get this pearl. But he knows this pearl is what he's looking for because he's going to be able to flip that and get $5 million for it. Should he sell all his things to get that pearl? If he was a wise merchant, a good merchant, that's not even a question. $50,000 for $5 million worth of goods? Say less. A wise man gonna take that deal. A wise man gonna take that deal. Now, it says, who when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Like I said, the wise serpent is going to take everything he got, sell it, and go get that pearl. He's going to go get that pearl because he's interested in getting more money, getting more for his investment. That's what it is to serve the Lord. You serve the Lord and you put in for the Lord, you're going to get 10 times, 20 times, 50 times, 100 times more for what you put in. You're going to get untold blessings. You can't even count how many blessings you're going to get from putting your life on the line, serving the Lord, and selling all that you have. Not literally having to sell it all, but basically investing yourself, investing your spirit, investing your life, which is all you have, your time, your energy, your services. By investing that into the Lord, you're going to get a healthy return. You're going to get a healthy return. You cannot forget. You cannot forget that the Lord who sits on high, he's the one pulling all the strings. He's the one pulling all the strings, making sure everything goes right. Okay. So that's what you want. You want to put in that work for the Most High. All right, the brother said, Khan, only a fool wouldn't take that deal. Only a fool would leave that deal. That's the deal with serving the Lord. Don't let Satan try to play your mind and make it seem like it's better for you to forsake the Lord. It's better for you to forsake his priesthood. It's better for you to forsake his brotherhood. It's better for you to forsake the things of the Most High. Don't let Satan fool you. Because that's all that happened. You'll be fooled. Okay? You always have to put your all into the Most High. You put it in, you put your spirit into the Most High going to put his spirit in you. That's the greatest thing you could get in this life. The spirit of the Lord. Because the Lord is going to win in the end. The Lord is going to be victorious. You have to stand strong and hold your post. That's all you got to do is hold your post. Hold on. Another day. Sufficient unto the day is the evil thereof. Just hold on another day and another day and another day. If you're tired, go take a nap, go to sleep. But don't leave the truth. Don't abandon the truth because the Lord is going to abandon you. The same way he abandoned our people here in this place. We've been abandoned by the Lord up until 1 West 1969. Up until that point, we were abandoned by the Lord, and the Lord was not with us. We lived short, horrible lives, and then we died and passed on short, horrible lives to our children. lives barely worth living. We need to pass down real life to our people, to our children. The life of the Most High. That light, that life that we can get from serving the Lord, not the death that we get in this place. You think this is life? You think this is living? Get a couple bucks, drive around, sell your drugs, get a nice car, drive around the block a few times till you get knocked off. You think that's living? Now you dead and in jail, or now you in the prison system in a damn cell. You think that's living? You think that's life? That ain't life. That ain't living. That's wasting your life. That's wasting living. You sisters leaving your husband. You think, oh, we can't do no polygamy. We can't have no multiple wives. You following the Christian church, your man get another wife. You think leaving him and being a single mother, you think that's life? You think that's living? That ain't life. That's death. That's destruction. Life is if you work with that sister and y'all be multiple wives together. That's life. Y'all work out things together and work as a team with your husband. And y'all do greater things than you could ever imagine, you could ever do by your damn self. That's living. That's life. That's opening up opportunities and building up. That's living. That's life. What you doing by destroying your relationship, destroying your husband, destroying your family, breaking up the families because a man got another woman, that's not living. Now you heartache, your kids is all seeing dysfunction, broken up family, everything all out of whack. People got to work extra hard because they're all by themselves. He got to pay child support. Child support takes some cut off the money. Then it's supposedly go to you. Then you got a couple extra dollars in your pocket, but you ain't got no man. So you wasting all the damn money. Your kids ain't got no protection. Your son's going out get recruited by drug dealers and homosexuals. Then your daughter, she being recruited by drug dealers and homosexuals to be a whore and be a stripper and be a thot. Or being recruited by the white man to sleep in the bed of the white man and be a damn bed wench. You think that's living? You think that's life? That's not living. That's not life. That's death. You think getting high is living? It's going to take a lot of strength, a lot of fortitude, and a lot of the wisdom of the Lord to reach our people and wake them up. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take sacrifice. It's going to take us putting in the work. It's going to take us making, changing our priorities to keep those commandments. and to do what the Lord said to do. It's going to take a lot of teaching. It's going to take a lot of our people waking up. But you want it, our people want it to be easy. When the Lord said it's not going to be easy. Beating temptations is not going to be easy. Beating your sins is not going to be easy. Beating that pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster, it's not going to be easy. The holidays is coming up. It's not going to be easy to turn them holidays down. You've been hungry all year. You trying to eat that Thanksgiving meal. If you want a Thanksgiving meal, go make one now. Go make it. Go get that turkey and then the jam and all that cranberry sauce and the stuffing. Go make that shit now. But don't do it when the oppressor tell you to do it. Don't have the feast to Bacchus, because that's what you're basically doing. You're having a feast to Bacchus, to the god Bacchus, the Roman god. It's going to take a lot of investment. That's another thing brothers and sisters don't understand about building building the kingdom. It's going to take investment. That brother in the scriptures sold everything he had. He invested into the truth. It's time for you to do the same, black man, Hispanic man, Native American man. Pay your tithes. 10% of all money you earn go to the men of the Lord. That's your investment. That's your required investment into the kingdom. That's your required investment to say, I did that part. I did that law. The Lord ain't going to kill me for not paying my tithes. The Lord ain't going to punish me for not paying my tithes because I paid tithes. That's your guarantee. Let's get more in the scriptures. Okay. Let's go to Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. All right. Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. You need to deny yourself. Take up that cross and follow Christ. Then you read the rest. This is what I was bringing out early. For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. And this is not talking about dying like, oh, if you go die, go die. You know what I mean? This is talking about the life you live every day. If you give up the life you want to live every day and follow Christ, you'll really get a life. But if you try to save that life you live in every day and don't follow Christ, you're not going to get life. You're not going to get a life. You're going to have nothing. Look at the generals above us, man. Look at the life they done lived. They done traveled all over the world, woke up brothers, helped brothers get their lives and other lives and families together. They themselves were able to get multiple wives and big families and raise their children up in safety and truth and righteousness. Where else are you going to get that in this kingdom? Where else are you going to get that from living a life of that they tell you to live somewhere? You go to the white man's military, they tell you, yeah, you're going to get a wife. She's going to be sleeping with the mailman while you're gone, though. But, hey, you suck it up, soldier. That's what it is. Yeah, hoorah. That's what they're going to tell you. You go to the Christian church, they're going to tell you, yeah, man, happy wife, happy life. Follow your wife. Your wife is right. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You need to be more soft. You need to be in touch with your feminine side. You need to be, they're going to damn near push you into submission of homosexuality. And then they're gonna have your wife leave you because you ain't even they're gonna say you ain't a good husband. Because she's not happy. Well, hell, shit. If she could leave you because she ain't happy, then shit, hell, no use even getting wives around here. No use even getting no women. Because they're gonna be unhappy any time of the day. So now since they unhappy, now they get to divorce you. That's the Christian church. Follow that. You ain't gonna get no life. You ain't gonna get nothing. You ain't going to get the life that the Lord wants you to live. You're going to live life Satan wants you to live. The white man wants you to live. A life full of slavery and servitude and degradation and emasculation. You're going to get 50 and your rod ain't even going to be working no damn more because you done been so emasculated. Your sperm ain't even going to be working no more by the time you're 45 in that Christian church because you're going to be so damn emasculated. Where your ride ain't even gonna be working. You ain't gonna have enough testosterone to fucking lift a brick up. Where testosterone? Where? Ain't even heard of that in the Christian church. Verse 26. For what is a man profited if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what shall a man give in exchange for his soul? How you gonna get all this money like these entertainers? They get all this money, all this wealth, all this accolades of famous and in movies and this and that. But then they got to put on a dress. They got to let some white man grab their rod and make a joke about them. They got to be a fucking clown and be laughed at and be mocked and get slapped on damn at the Oscars and have their wife sleeping with all types of young men all around the world. The molesting little boys, young men. What's the use of you gaining all that notoriety and fame for you to just be treated like shit? For you to feel like shit? For you to be emasculated? For you to be punked out by white Jewish guys in the goddamn movie studio? Oh, that's director Steven Spielberg Schnitzelberger. You're going to have to respect him. I don't give a fuck how famous you are. He's your boss. You better get down and bow down and go say hi to him. You better get right. That's Mr. Skilkersberger. The hell out of damn here. You a hardcore rapping, gangster rapper. Yeah, nigga, I killing niggas. I'll fuck niggas up. I'm the hardest rapper ever was, niggas. I got body bags. Here come the Jewish Schnitzelberger. Hey guys, what's going on? Oh, hey boss. Thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for letting me become a rapper under your label. Thank you so much. Anything you say, I'll do. What do you want me to do? Anything you say. Yes, Mr. Schlitzelberger. What the hell kind of you did all that gangster rapping just to be punked by some damn Jewish music mogul? Damn Jewish music mogul ain't never did nothing physical, ain't did nothing gangster his whole damn life, but he punking you, and you supposed to be the hardest gangster on the radio. You the hardest nigga out here. But that record label call, you come running and jumping. We need you to do a photo shoot right now. We need you over here. Put on this outfit. Do this, do that. We need you to jump over here. We need you to kiss this guy. We need you to do this. We need you to come to this room and get fucked in the ass. You doing every damn thing they tell you to do. What's the purpose of gaining all that if you just gonna get punked by some damn Jewish people? You gonna get punked by the goddamn Jewish moguls, Jewish producers. Like NWA and them. They was getting punked by some Jewish dude taking all robbing their money. Ice Cube said, "Fuck that, I'm leaving that label. Fuck that dude." The other dude, Eazy-E said, "Well, hell no, I'm sticking with him." Broke the whole group up. What's the use of you doing all that and getting all this, getting famous just to get punked, just to get robbed, just to get backdoored by some Jewish mogul that's your boss that you can't do nothing about? What's the point of rising to the height of this society, of this world, just to get punked by the next highest up white man that's higher than you? That's what it means, man. You lose your soul. That's how you lose your soul. You did all this to serve the white man, and then he punked you. The Jewish rap mogul, he come in and tell you you're gonna have to sign this deal. If you don't sign this deal, you're gonna owe us $16 million. You sitting there just did 10 tours for that bastard. Now he punking you and got you by the balls on some goddamn contract. But you was so hard and you was a gangster. God.
Ain't nobody more gangster than the so-called Jewish man.
Yeah, they Jewish man punking all the gangsters rappers on the radio, punking them every damn day. Get over here in the studio. I need you over here. I need you to make 10 tracks for me. I need you to do this. I need you to put a dress on. Verse 26, for what is man profited, he shall gain the whole world. You done made it all the way to the NBA and NFL just for some white Jewish man who ain't ever lifted a ball, a basketball, or tackled no damn body to tell you what to do and trade you like a damn trading card to every team all across the world, to the next white Jewish dude they want to trade you to.
So lucky, sir, if I could
God.
join in on that. It's funny that you say that because, like, right now, from what I gather, is I'll start saying basketball player Kevin Durant, right?
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to get traded to another team, and it was hollering, honor the contract. You just signed this $100 million contract, honor the contract. When, like you said, whenever they want to trade your ass, you trade it. They don't honor their contract whenever they want to do something.
Right. He getting punked by some 4'3" Schnitzelberger guy telling him what he gonna do. But he didn't gain the world. He didn't put the ball in the hoop 2 million billion times. He didn't put the ball in the hoop this way, through his legs, underhead, overhead, from 50 feet, from 60 feet, from 1,000,000 feet. He put the ball in the hoop. What's the purpose of you gaining this whole world just for you to be punked by some devil at the who run your industry? You didn't became some 500-pound super strong football player just to get on the football team and have the white coaches telling you what to do. Oh, through what? What's the purpose? And like I was bringing out earlier, Corn Paul, what's the purpose? You the most hardcore gangster rapper in the whole world, but then you get into the music. You get to the white man. He tell you sign this deal. So you sign a deal from him. He come in the room. How's it going, Mr. White Man? Thank you for this opportunity to sign this contract for you and be your and work for you. I know I'm gonna make you millions of dollars, and I'm gonna be broke at the end of this. You getting punked by some damn Jewish music mogul.
It's lucky if I could.
Yeah.
It's lucky what you bringing out because like NWA is a prime example.
That's what I brought out a second ago. Go ahead, bring it out.
They went from F the police and all that to what I'm saying. Then they got the Jewish man made them start fighting with each other.
Screwed them all the way over. Screwed them over in money and made them fight each other, turn on each other.
Yeah, made them hate each other.
Broke up their group and took money and robbed them.
I said, yeah, listen, such and such getting paid more than you. Oh man, you can't let this dude do this. You can't let Eazy-E do this. You can't let Dr. Dre do this. You can't let Ice Cube do this. And instead of them saying, screw this devil, we gonna stay doing what we doing. We gonna stay strong. We gonna keep doing what we've been doing. They listened to the devil, and the devil completely destroyed the group. And they went from making music that we could relate to, but talking about the police and black people coming together and stuff like that. To, they start hating each other. And they hate each other to this day.
I ain't never seen Dr. Dre and Ice Cube in the same room.
Right.
It's been 50 years. 50 years ago.
Right.
What's the purpose of all that riches? You lose your soul. You lost all your brotherhood that you could have had.
Right.
And coming up with the brothers you came up with.
Right.
Shoot, the other ones in the group, where they at? Ran and all them.
Right.
They thrown to the wayside.
They get them niggas $1.
Go ahead, Warrior.
So like, and when you mention all these rappers, they already hate niggas. You know what I'm saying? So why not hate niggas and get paid for it?
Yeah, but my point is this: that they so hard, and this scripture say they lose it. They get all this in the world to lose their soul. They get all this in the world just for some white man to be punking them on the music and stealing their music, stealing their money.
It's like it's also happening to slavery too. Like you'll do anything for that damn slave master, man. But like I was watching it earlier in the class. Like, you'll do anything for the goddamn woman and for that slave master. You put little forth effort to serve the Lord, and do the work of the Lord.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But you out there slaving like goddamn Hebrew slave, man.
What's the purpose of you gaining this whole world and lose your soul? What shall you give in exchange for his soul? Like your dignity and your honor, and the fact that you stand for something. You lose all of that when you bow down to the white man. He make you put on a dress. He make you I was watching something earlier of a dude who they was talking about quiet quitting and people working so hard like back in the days and all this and that. He said he missed his whole family's his whole kid's birth and everything. He misses like the first years of his kid's life running behind some damn job, and they ain't even pay him extra, and they ain't give him no reward or nothing. He ain't get shit for it.
Right.
You're gonna lose your soul for what? To gain what? A few dollars that they're gonna raise the price and take from you any damn way? A car, a nice car, some nice shoes, a nice outfit, some nice food. You're gonna lose your whole soul for that. That's on you then. You lose that. That's what I was saying. Them in that Christian church, by the time they 50, they done lost all the testosterone in their whole body. They can't even get hard no more. They can't even sleep with a woman anymore because they done been getting pumped so much in that Christian church and on a job and this and everywhere place they went. Lose their whole spirit. Go ahead, Warren.
Like only rapper I know that made it past 50 is Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? They all dying. They ain't even going to see 50.
God.
Like, they all dying. You know what I'm saying?
And Snoop Dogg looked like a damn crypt keeper his damn self. He looked like he about to be croaking over. The dude can barely move. About 50 pounds, and he's 6'8".
Right.
Like, you're not living. You think you living because you high all the damn time and this and that. You ain't really living.
Right.
Life got to do with the Lord. That's where you get life from. They're just dead men walking, trying to find the next pleasure. More like animals than men. Go ahead, Warrior.
Two quick points. on the Snoop Dogg, I had to chime in on that real quick. Like they let that nigga still do what he do because he keeps bringing in a new generation of dope things. He keeps turning all these young kids. Every generation, he turned a whole new batch of Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian kids into dope things. So he's doing his job for the oppressor. Right? And another thing that you were saying about how they getting bullied by them Jewish mans that be owning them. Like that's what they tell them. I own you. I own your masters. I own your label. I own like they be so deep and trapped into a contract that they basically slaves for the rest of their goddamn life. Whether it be rap, whether it be athletes. Like they let them know, listen, I own your likeness. Like with wrestlers, with football players, like that's why college students can't get paid. Because even though you buy that college jersey with that name on it, the college owns that likeness, so you can't see a dollar. The NBA players, football players, they own that jersey. They own that likeness, so they might see they get a little percentage, but they're not reaping the benefits, the real benefits of it, as if they was independent, taking their own jerseys. Right. Same thing with the rappers, like they be trying to own their masters, and what's the other one called? They want their masters and something else to where they receive 100% of the money. Masters is one of it, and then there's something else that they be trying to. They
barely get it though. All these rappers, none of them hardly got it.
None of them got it. That's why. And then the ones who do have it, the independent rappers, like there's a rapper called Joyner Lucas. I want to say the one that made that.
I think I heard of his name.
Smith song. He did that. Like that song with Will Smith, like he wanted to be like Will Smith. This is before Jada Pinkett exposed how soft he really was. He was like, growing up, he watched all Will Smith movies, watched Fresh Prince, as we all did. You know what I'm saying?
Except me, I ain't watched that show.
But
go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I watched that. I'd rather watch that than Urkel. It's like,
yeah, real talk.
But he made that song. He's an independent artist, and he's making like millions a month. He owns everything all himself, but they don't promote him because he showed you the pedigree on how to make this money and keep it all in house. So he turned down like $1 million deals to sign with labels. He's like, no, I'd rather do it myself. So then they try to bring him down by saying, well, he's a YouTube rapper, he's this, he's that. But when you're looking at all these other goddamn rappers, it don't matter how mainstream they are, where you find their music at? YouTube. So what's the difference? You can go on YouTube and let the white man get paid for putting your music on YouTube, or you can put your own goddamn music on YouTube and get paid yourself.
And so like, if I could, and not just with the music, because that's with everything in life. And the thing is, we don't know how to do it because we don't know these scriptures, and we don't want to be one body. Because if we would have never joined hands with the oppressor,
right?
Like we would have had our own goddamn businesses. We'd have had our own restaurants. We'd have had our own communities. So it's not just about rap. It's about every goddamn thing that got to do with life, man. Like I said, you ain't living, man.
Yeah.
That's all it is to it.
We'd have a whole black neighborhoods where everything in the whole neighborhood was black. We used to have that. It's called segregation.
Right.
The whole neighborhood, everything in it was black. All the stores was black owned. Every house had a black person in it. We had that, right? We had that, and because we wanted this world, we wanted the riches of this world. We go ahead and we lost it. We lost our spirit.
Right.
Like that's one thing that's one thing you don't want to lose. You don't want to lose your spirit, man. You don't want to lose your spirit. And that's what the oppressor tried to take from you. He tried to take your spirit from you. You know what I mean? You get into these jobs and you get to talking all white, talking all proper, and trying to act all extra white for them and shit like that, man. Damn all that. If you got to do that to get the money, then it's one thing to be professional, but you gotta damn near turn yourself into a white person to get the riches that they trying to give you. Don't even do it. Don't give up your spirit, man. Your spirit is what's gonna give you strength to fight against them, to fight against the evil things that's gonna come. Damn if it make them uncomfortable or they don't want to be around you. Good, they don't want to be around you. Do the job without them. We got to get back to being our own, coming back to our own spirit, not trying to follow their spirit.
Right.
Go ahead, Ward.
If I could, that's heavy that you say that because, like in order to be successful in today's world, they want you to give up who you are, like you said, give up your identity. Now you got to go to and it's sad, but this is the absolute truth. all of us before the truth have went to a job and pretended to be somebody that we wasn't. We talked the way, we talked a certain kind of way, we acted a certain kind of way, we made sure not to be too masculine.
Right.
We usually be on 100%. We went down there and we was 10% of ourselves. Even in lunch table conversations, we couldn't talk the way that we wanted to talk. I remember, going out to jobs and they were like, yeah, we like to hire you, but you have to shave your face. And
shave your hair. You can't have hair. You can't have braids.
They never tell white people that. Never. You niggas, you gotta give up completely who you are. You have to conform in order to be successful. That's what we've always been taught.
Now let's get more in the scriptures. We have Matthew 16 and 27. Let's get that scripture.
Matthew 16, verse 27. For the Son of Man shall come in the glory of his Father and with his angels.
Right there, stop right there. Because Christ, he gonna come in the glory of the Most High with the angels, right? But guess what? He gonna give you your reward for serving him on this earth, in this life and the next. But you gotta serve the Lord. You gotta be patient too.
Right.
You gotta be patient. You gotta serve the Lord. You gotta endure temptation. You're gonna be tempted to do something wrong. You're gonna be tempted to, oh yeah, man, just sell this, just bring this package from this side of town to the other side of town, man. This ain't nothing. I'll give you $200 for it. It's nothing. Don't even look at it. You ain't gotta say you're selling dope. Oh man, go sleep with this whore. Go sleep with this woman that you shouldn't sleep with. The Lord, if you ask the Lord, he'll give you a better woman than that. That ain't no whore. If you endure. If you fight through the wicked way and keep way for the righteous way, you'll get the righteous woman. You'll get the woman that, that's better than that whore that you ain't even supposed to sleep with. That adulterous woman, that belonged to another woman, another man. But our people, we want to take the easy route, the wicked route. That's what we got to endure. That's the part that's hard that we got to endure. Go ahead. Any more on that?
Come. And then he shall reward every man according to his works.
The Lord will reward you according to your works. Go ahead, Ward.
To your heart.
No. He gonna reward you according to your works. If you put in sacrifice, put in things towards the truth, the Lord gonna reward you for it. The scripture say, ain't no man lost houses or cars or wives or nothing who ain't get tenfold and didn't get tenfold for it or 100-fold. Like anything you sacrifice for this truth, any money, any time, any effort, any services you sacrifice for this truth, you're gonna get that back and more. That's how it is when you serve the white man. Right. You can go the extra mile on every job you ever be on. They ain't gonna give you an extra damn nothing. They're gonna pay you that same $725 they told you they gonna keep paying you. Right. You go in there and fix do some all type of extra stuff. I was working at the pizza spot, and this dude, they got a brother in there making the pizzas. Boom, boom, boom. He putting the pieces together. The plumbing the thing start leaking, coming up water from the bottom of the floor. He go down there and start fiddling with it, fix the whole plumbing system. You think they paid him an extra dime for that? They ain't pay him shit. They ain't even give him no damn near look at. They ain't did nothing for his ass. Ain't even say thank you. He just back there fixed the plumbing, leaking stuff, and they ain't give him nothing.
Right.
If you do that for the Lord gonna repay you for that. He's gonna reward you according to your works.
Damn right.
Go ahead, Ward.
If I could, I was one of them cats that had to learn that the hard way. You know, when I was in the world, I used to work at a place called Old Navy, downtown Circle Center Mall.
Mm-hmm.
I was there when they first opened up down there, and I was there close to 10 years. Like my whole teenage life was spent there.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was back when I was so young that I had to have a worker's permit to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there until I was grown. You know what I'm saying? So I was a grown ass man. So I was in my early 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole time I was there for that whole stint, I never got one raise. Never got one raise, but I'm watching everybody around me get raises. I'm watching them bring in other people and give them positions of power over me. I even became the shipment supervisor. That's supposed to come with a raise. A big jump in pay. Never got it. Got all the hours and all the extra hard work.
Mm.
Never got the money. Every time it came time for my raise, they always had a goddamn excuse for me. You know, they switch managers every other goddamn 2 months. So then it got to the point whenever they get a new store manager, well, I see from you, like they pull up my history, see I never missed a day, I was on time, always coming late, like I'm the man. Well, I understand, but you have to prove yourself to me. I can't, you know, and my dumb ass believed it and believed it and believed it. And that's what, you know, but it was a hard lesson learned because I never had anybody to give me the wisdom. Like,
Mm-hmm.
F that job. I didn't understand that until I got to UPK where it was you that said, man, F that job. Said, America, there's one thing we know America's going to need is more slaves.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I teach that. I teach that to my kids. Matter of fact, I don't teach that to my kids. I teach my kids to be entrepreneurs. Work for your goddamn self. Make your own money. Decide your own hours because there's no reward in working for these oppressors and whatever goddamn company you want to work for.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell my rig that, you know, she works at the hospital. I'll be like, listen, call off, use your sick pay. How many times have we accumulated hours upon hours of sick pay and never used it? Never used that sick day. They don't pay you for that.
Mm-hmm.
They don't pay you for that. Take advantage of all that, man. And let me tell you something. You think that job needs you if you want to. Whatever job you work at, they're not going to shut down if you quit.
Mm-hmm.
They can shut down if all of us quit. I mean, COVID showed us that. But if you quit just one nigga, they not going to care. They was next nigga up. But if we do it as a nation, we have shut this place down, just like COVID did.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I got.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This is what serving the Lord will get you. It'll get you that. It gives you your spirit back.
Okay.
Serving the Lord give you your spirit back, and you need to have your spirit because your spirit is the most. When you serving the Lord, to have that spirit of the Lord is the most precious thing on God's green earth, man. It's the most precious thing. A cat that, let's say, for example, when women, because a lot of it comes to women too. A cat that no women even really give a fuck about. They don't even care about. Most women just overlook them and never even think about dating them. If he put that spirit of the Lord on him, every woman gonna look at him. Every woman gonna think about what it'd be like to be with that nigga. Because he keep his spirit. You see what I'm saying? He not withdrawing his spirit into more of this world. It's the same with anything in this life. That's why a lot of times cats coming to the ISUBK, coming to the truth, and they get better slaveries than they had when they was in the world. Because when you put on that spirit of the Lord, you become greater than what you was in the world. Go ahead, Warrior.
You know how I came in. I ain't have a goddamn thing out of one.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? License. I ain't had no ID, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Con. Working hard days.
Not even a place to sleep. So
Mm-hmm. Con. When a man comes serve the Lord, you put that spirit of the Lord on you, the possibilities is endless. Millions of great things that happen for you. If you put that spirit of the Lord on you. You understand? Put in your work. See, with a lot of things, if people don't see the right reward, like right there, like they say, brother, do something for the truth, do something for the Lord. And he don't see a reward like right then and there, like somebody just giving some money. You're like, yeah, you did that for the school? Here's $100. If they don't see that, they don't think it's a blessing coming. That's because they don't have no faith. And without faith, it's impossible to please the Most High. That's what the scripture says. Like, you gotta have faith that what you're doing is gonna pay off, or else it won't pay off. Like, you gotta have faith that anything you do for the Lord, you're gonna get a reward for it. Every little thing you do, every class you teach, every rhyme you write, every camp you go to, every brother you drop the truth on, no matter how big or how small it is, what you do, anything you sacrifice for the Lord will pay you back for that. He's going to pay you back for it. Sometimes we don't even see the blessings that the Lord bless us with until we sit down and think about it. Go ahead, Warrior.
You might have just spared your life right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't do that, Angel. You know, don't kill this brother yet. You know what I'm saying? It might just be that.
It just depends what you do for the Lord. You know what I mean? But it's always gonna be, you always gonna get blessed, man. And you accumulate all these blessings over a lifetime, man. When you get later in life and you've been in the truth for a long time, you're gonna be an extremely blessed man. The nicest, fanciest car, you're gonna be driving that. The nicest houses, you're gonna be having that. Wives, you're gonna have as many as you damn near want to fuck with. Children, you're gonna have a stable full of. Power, you're gonna have power. You say it and it'll get done. All you gotta do is say it and it'll get done. Riches and wealth and notoriety, like being famous and all that, you're gonna have all that. All that you're gonna get. You think, but our people think we're gonna get that by serving the white man. I need to go to the NBA and I'm gonna get all that. I go to the NFL and I'm gonna get all that. That's why the scripture said, why are you gonna gain the whole world but lose your soul, lose your spirit? You get all the way to the top of the food chain in NBA and you become Michael Jordan, a man with no spirit and no soul. You understand? Just tons of riches, but no life. Nothing you can do with them riches, because you know the white man will take them riches from you if you decide to do anything like invest in your people or help your people. You know the white man gonna come in and take all that shoe money that the nigga got. Somehow he gonna get into tax trouble. He gonna owe the IRS bajillions of dollars, and they're gonna take all his shoe money and everything from him. His wife gonna leave him. His kids already don't give a damn about him. He gonna lose everything if he were to actually try to put his spirit back on. So now he got to go into hiding and be like, and not care about nothing and just be at home in a rich house watching TV. He can't go out and express himself. He can't go talking. He can't go do anything. If something happened on TV or the media, he can't go talk to the media and speak up for black people. He can't do nothing. He just got to sit in his house. And then at the end, he just gonna die. He gonna be miserable. You know what I'm saying? He did all that just to be Nike's bitch. Did all that jumping just to be Nike's bitch and the NBA's bitch. He tried to buy a basketball team. They told him no. Then they gave him one of the weakest basketball teams out there, where he lost mad money in the investment deal. That even a team anymore? The Charlotte Bobcats?
They call something else.
They ain't even got his team no more. They let him buy and spend millions and billions of dollars on the team, then let his team lose and lose and lose, made sure his team kept losing. And then when he lost the deal and lost mad money, he went home with his tail between his legs, lost all his hopes and dreams. Then they changed the name on the team and kicked his ass out of there. Said, don't ever try to buy no team with us, nigga. You get all that. You did all that just to get punked by some white boys. We in the UPK with nothing. We ain't getting punked by white boys. We punking them.
That's right.
We punking white boys. They scared. The brothers put a video on the internet on Facebook the other day. I was looking at. It was a big white restaurant with a whole bunch of white people in there. Like 4 brothers went in the restaurant. They was talking to like the restaurant manager or somebody, and they went and sat in the outside in the corner of the restaurant, and they put in the thing. Few moments later, like from SpongeBob, the whole restaurant was empty. They scared all the white people out the restaurant. Scared them to death. You scared they punking you when you get rich and famous. They punking your ass like that Terry Crews dude. The white boy grabbed his rod in front of him and his wife and making a joke about him. Kevin Hart. They put him in front of every damn movie. Gave him all the money he could ever want. Now he got to play a bitch in every movie.
Right.
He plays the most cowardice role in every movie, where he got to act like a coward and act like a chump and be scared, like, no, help me! What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? When he gonna eventually get tired of that and find out that damn all this money wasn't even worth losing my dignity, losing my honor, and playing these movie roles where I can't take it back because now it's on the movie roll. Everybody can see it forever. Now my kids gonna see me as a coward, as a punk. One day, one of his kids is gonna say to him, why are you such a punk, Daddy?"
Right.
One day, there's one of his kids gonna say that to him. They're gonna say, "Bad, you can't help us. You a punk. You're scared." He gonna be cut in his spirit. Trust and believe it's gonna happen. You don't play cowardly roles like that, and then nobody ever call you out on that shit. Same with Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? That's why she didn't want her daughter seeing her hearing her music. One day her daughter's gonna be like, "Mommy, your music sound like hoe music, Mom."
Yeah. Why are you such a hoe?
Yeah. And that's gonna break their spirit and their soul. That's why the scripture said, "Why gain the world and lose your soul?" Like, I still got my spirit intact. I don't feel punked. I don't feel emasculated. I don't feel bitched. I don't feel none of that shit. I still got my spirit. I'm ready to fight in war right now. You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
All right, I'm ready to hit the gym. Got plenty of testosterone. You know what I'm saying? Got a whole bunch of bullshit to deal with, but I'm ready. I got plenty of fight left in me. These other cats, they don't got no fight in them.
Right.
But they got all the money and the riches in the world. They don't got no fight. The white man walk up to them and tell them something, they get scared. "Oh, sorry, I didn't know you worked for Jewish Spitzelberger." Will Smith walk on the movie set. A white Jewish guy come in and they say, "Will Smith, you better go say hi to him. He's the manager of the movie. He's the director. Go tell. You better go." Will Smith, "Hey, how's it going? I'm Will Smith. Yes. I will do a good job in this movie. Yep, I love this movie. Thank you for the opportunity." He's all these riches and got all this money, but he's sitting there kissing ass for some white Jewish guy.
Right.
All that money and lose your soul. All you get in the world and lose your soul. Go ahead.
Exactly what you're saying, Cat, because it's a devil named Adam Sandler, right? When you see him in a movie, he's not in nobody else's movie. It's his own goddamn production. He make his own movies. Why come I ain't seen a Will Smith production? Why come I ain't seen a Denzel Washington production?
Right.
Why come I ain't seen a Morgan Freeman production?
Yeah, that's heavy because them are the biggest names right there. And they ain't doing shit with what they got because they ain't got the spirit. They don't got the spirit to do it. They don't have the spirit to do it. They just have the spirit to go to the movie set of somebody else's movie and follow lines and do the role. They don't have the spirit to actually take over and be men. You gain all this world to lose your soul. That's why you see them black guys in suits and stuff, and they like all suited out, but they got a nice car, and they got a nice job, and this and that. Them same cats don't have no spirit. They don't have no soul. Them same cats will talk down on black people and say black people say everything bad about black people, but then when they get in the white person face, they'll never say a bad thing about them.
Right. They turn to Uncle Ruckus, sir. The white man ain't never did nothing to nobody.
Right. Any white man show up that's pulling any purse strings, they gonna bow down.
Come.
How's it going, sir? Yes, my name is I'm Mr. Jamal Johnson, sir. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh, my hair is too long on my beard. I'll shave this morning. I was thinking that same thing. Yes. You'd have been fake. You'd have been bitched out into total slave submission to the oppressor. But you got the suit, you got the nice Lexus, and you got the nice house, but you don't have your spirit. Go ahead.
If I could, the problem is, like you were saying, their spirit is gone and they become a fan of these devils. and just like they just be regular devils,
Mm-hmm.
and niggas be fans of them. Like
Mhm.
every Christian is a fan of the oppressor.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be like the oppressor. They want an autograph. They could be some goddamn devil you've never heard of. If you see people lined up getting his autograph, we go line up to get his goddamn autograph like he's somebody else. You don't even know who the hell this devil is.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard a song. Never seen a movie. You just a nobody signing autographs. And you go get an autograph
Mm-hmm.
because, like you said, your spirit is defeated. In order to feel like you a part of something now, because you lost your total identity, you lost who you are. You don't know nothing, but in order to feel like you're not singled out or a nobody, you just conform with the rest of everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
And you see it all the time with these bitches. All of them got the same hairstyle. Have you seen these chicks now? They all got the braids down to the foot and shit. Like
I seen a few of them with
like,
long ass braids.
and I'm just like, why? So one person do it, and they all do it. You see it on TV, you mimic it. Like the ISUPK is the only people who don't mimic nobody.
Yeah.
We don't follow trends. We are the trends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
We are the hype.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. When you come into most black women in the world, especially in the world, and the truth is different, but in the world, they done lost their whole spirit.
Damn right.
They damn near never had it from birth. They don't. What you see, the black women you see nowadays, that ain't even the ones outside the ISUPK. That ain't even them.
Right.
You actually talking to a facade of a person, of somebody who they're imitating. We was all like that in the world. I remember when I was in the world, I was imitating somebody. I was doing a caricature, but I caught myself eventually. I said, "Man, damn." I started to think like, "Damn." I was like trying to be. I was thinking. I started to figure out I was really slow. Like I thought I was smart because when I was younger, I read a couple books and I seen some maps, and I used to think about I seen the more of the bigger picture of the world. So I thought I was kind of smart, and some of my peers, I was a little smarter than them. But then when I started getting into street life and start imitating, trying to be a good thug and a gangster, over time, my people my age were smarter than me. Right. And I said, damn, I used to think I was kind of smarter than most people, but now I'm getting more stupid. Like I barely know any words anymore. Right. Like I was so in the streets that, you just know slang words. Like you can't even talk any other words except slang, which, it's not no problem with using slang, but you just lose your spirit. Right. Like I just lost my spirit. Like I felt like I wasn't me anymore. Like I felt like, I done put on this image to be a thug and a gangster so much to where I ain't even me no more. I'm just the image. You know what I mean? I don't even have any more thoughts anymore of me or any words of me. I'm just speaking just retardation now. Go ahead, Ward.
So lucky it's heavy that you say that because I was the same way. Like I was so wrapped up in the streets that I wasn't me. I was who what everybody expected me to be, which was a heartless monster, and that really wasn't who I was. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here beating up people not because I wanted to, but because I thought I was supposed to. You know what I'm saying? I thought I was supposed to be this monster. Like you said, you dumb yourself down.
Yeah.
Like I used to have a thesaurus of words. You know what I'm saying? Diverse words.
Right, there you go.
To pull out of my repertoire whenever I see fit. But then, like when you around people and you talk a certain way, then this notion of you talk white when you're educated, when you speak a certain way, you talk white when you're educated, you act white when the fact of the matter is the first person that ever had a thought in their head and said some words looked like us. The first educated person on the face of this planet looked like us. It looked like no goddamn devil. It looked like us, but we were so destroyed. We believed it. We believed the hype.
And that's the extremes of both sides. Like we so in the streets that we lose ourselves to the street life. Or we so in the white man's world that we try to be so proper, we don't use any more slang that we normally would use. We try to talk white. So it's two extremes, but we don't know. We lose ourselves though. Like you're not gonna be one way or the other. Like, oh, you're gonna be something this way or something that way. Like you're gonna be yourself with your own spirit. That's gonna be different than everybody's.
Like you said, a character.
We put on a facade and put on a character.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And that's when you lose your spirit. You lose your spirit with that.
Like I heard a story about the wrestler Macho Man Randy Savage. He was a character.
Yeah, the one who talked like, yeah, man. I don't know how he kept that voice up. Don't that shit hurt your throat, nigga? Damn.
The funny part is, I used to love that dude, man, because I used to just, who's the best? I am the best. Like he believed his character so much that he couldn't turn it off. He started to live that in his personal life. And you know what I'm saying? It led him to self-destruction. Like he couldn't turn it off.
Well, then I'm thinking of Scott Steiner, because Scott Steiner used to be like that too. You remember him?
Yeah, and that Big Papa Pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the same way too.
Yeah. He kind of had that voice and stuff like that.
Yeah, he led the character and couldn't turn it off.
So what ended up happening to him?
Well, Macho Man died, but Scott Steiner, he's retired, but he still got the same spirit behind him, as if he's a wrestler, talking reckless, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like he forgot to turn it off, and that's what happens to black people when we, you know, be up under the boot heel of the oppressor, trying so hard to fit in that you know we playing a character. And we forget that we lose the off switch. We don't know how to cut it off now.
Right.
And then you turn into that cat, Charleston White. Like, I don't know if you know who that is, man. That's that Texas niggas take that out. That's y'all nigga.
What happened?
That's that black dude who just hate black people. That nigga said that he wished the police would have shot and killed his own son because his son got skipped school, went on around for police and.
Oh man, he even lost his spirit all the way.
Yeah.
He lost his whole soul. He said some shit like that.
To teach young black kids how to snitch on each other.
Yeah, he done lost his whole soul. He done lost his whole spirit. It's similar like the guy named Michael Dorner. He was a cop and he was in the white man's army. Then he became a cop in L.A. They start seeing so much of the wickedness of the cops, and they did him wrong because he filed a complaint against somebody that was beating a black guy who was already arrested and this and that. And then they fired him. Right. So he put the complaint in. Then they came after him and fired him. So then he went on rampage and started killing a whole bunch of cops.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he was on the run and shit.
Set him on fire and got him a predator.
Well, yeah, they like
found him in the woods
in a cabin and killed him and stuff like that. But he lost his spirit. He lost his spirit. You see what I'm saying? He was playing a role so bad, so tough to be, you know, American and be right and be a cop, that when he found out that, you know, they were wicked, it broke him. And he lost his spirit, and then he did some, you know, yeah. Then he wanted to kill the cop. There was another story of a cop in Ohio, who he was a part of like behind the scenes high level clearance of the cops. He was looking at all the statistics, and one day he said he was reading the statistics, and that all the blacks were being targeted in every statistic, and that he started to see like this is on purpose. This is across the whole country, like they're attacking black people all over in every police department. And then he said he like did some whistleblower shit, like he made a video saying it and put like an hour-long video of him talking about it and putting out the information, and then he killed himself.
He killed himself?
He killed himself.
Jesus Christ.
That's a man who lost his soul, lost his spirit. Don't be surprised if somebody like Michael Jordan killed himself. You find him one day just OD'd somewhere off of some drug because he don't have no spirit no more. He don't have no life. He just killed himself. That's a lot of, look, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? A lot of people say the record labels killed him, but their record labels could have killed him because they was doing drugs too. So, but that's what happens when you lose your soul. You don't have nothing. You don't have no strength anymore. You're going to lose all your strength over time. You see what I'm saying? People don't know it because they, you know, like you see a lot of old guys now. A lot of old guys, they don't have no backbone. Or you see like a regular average 45 to 50 or the 60-year-old black man. Sometimes they still got their spirit, but sometimes they don't have no spirit at all. Like any type of thing that have to do with like something going against the system, they never speak it or never support it.
Right.
They'll always be like a bow down, like, no, man, we just need to do, you know, it'd be better, easier. You know, you can't believe in nothing that's, you know, multiple wives. You know, you could never do that. I would never. They hear something about multiple wives and they damn near have a heart attack talking about, I could never even ever think about doing that. My wife will have me by the throat. Like, damn, nigga, you don't have no spirit. Like, yo, you so scared about having multiple wives that, you know what I mean, you damn near, you know, stop other niggas from doing it. Because you know the heartache and pain that it'll cause you, the thought and sound of it. You know your woman gonna be checking the shit out your ass if you even heard another dude say he had multiple wives. She gonna check your ass for another nigga saying he got multiple wives.
Right.
I mean, he lost his spirit, lost his fight. Go ahead, Warren.
And if I could, and even if they don't, say it out loud, like how you saying, like fight against the system, even if they agree with what you're saying, they would never say it publicly. They
Yeah.
say what they do, because I get this all the time. They come to me secretly and be like, yeah, what you said was right. Don't tell nobody I agree with you, but what you said was right. Y'all told you stand up nigga. Well, why didn't you stand up with me? Nah, can't do all that. My business is more important. Right.
That's what I'm saying. And if we all take on that spirit to think of, oh, if we get the money or get a dollar is more important than anything we stand for, what do you think is going to happen to our nation? What you see right now is going to happen.
Right.
We don't have no nation at all. We don't have no power. We don't have nothing. Because every nigga said, well, shit, I just got to keep up with my money, man. You know what I'm saying? My job and my this and my, I got to take care of myself and this and that. So I can't, all of them lost their soul. Then we have a black community with no soul, no spirit, no fight, no strength in it.
Right.
Go ahead, Warrior.
It's like, where do you think they get it from? These local, people, they get it from Michael Jordan. They get it from all. Because we all see what's going on. Everybody sees. You know what I'm saying? You got Stevie Wonder knows what's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He knows what's going on.
Right.
In the news. And our brothers getting shot down every goddamn day, man. And that we don't have no justice, no peace, no rest. You understand? The thing is, man, like you said, man, everybody want to turn to Christian. We just want to be a Christian.
Yeah, we just want.
I
I don't want no problems. I don't want no smoke. If a nigga cross me, I want all the smoke. But and I don't want no smoke, nothing else. Not nobody. Somebody on my job got done wrong. That's on them. I can't do nothing about that. I don't want no smoke. I just gotta, keep my head down and blah, blah, blah. Like we can't be a nation of niggas who keep their head down, man. That shit is so weak.
And that's what they tell you, dog. Keep your head down when you do that.
Right.
Keep your head down.
That's what I'm saying. Like even if you're gonna keep your head down on a job just to get by on a job, you still need to come to the UPK and be on the streets with us, blazing on the white man. It's the devil.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like at least have a balance where you have your spirit at sometimes. And let's say you act incognito on the job site. That's cool. But at least don't be the incognito Negro all the time.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta stand up. But our people are losing our spirit. That's why the scripture said, we look at all we gained. Black people can get every job. Black people can be the president. Black people can go to be a lawyer. You can go to the white man's schools. You can go to the white man's grocery store. You can go to the white man's shoe store. But we don't have our spirit.
That's what we voted for.
We gained everything of this world and lost our soul. We don't have no soul, no spirit. Even the young blacks are starting to act like whites. Like they ain't even have no black role models to act like. The young black rappers nowadays and young black dudes are acting like whites. They acting all like they depressed and they getting the tattoos on their face and they being like rock stars. That's following whites. They're not following no black nigga nowhere. No, ain't no black nigga nowhere was doing that shit. First, it was whites doing that, and then guys like Lil Wayne and other rappers start taking on that rock star, type of lifestyle, and now the young cats is acting like that.
Right.
They're not acting like any black. If you ask any young black kid who your role model, they're gonna tell you a black rapper or a black guy that act like white guy.
Right.
They're not gonna tell you like us. We follow Commander Johanna, but Commander Johanna don't follow no white guys. So we getting our spirit from the Lord. We're not getting it from no white guy.
Right.
Ain't nothing white about this. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but any person in the world is following somebody, usually black, that follows somebody white.
Right.
Like, look at even your rappers like Yo Gotti and your Gucci Man and all that. Them named after white people.
Right.
They got their whole name and persona off of some white people.
Right.
Lucky
Luciano, and all of them. And then you go to the other spectrum of rappers, they trying to be like white boys or something that a white man created. Like even look at NBA YoungBoy. Even his name is NBA's come from the white man's National Black Basketball Association, where white people run blacks up and down the court all day.
They say it's the Nigga Basketball Association.
How's it the Nigga Basketball Association when whites is on every team?
Because the whites own it, but niggas is entertaining them.
Niggas is running on the field, doing all the work. But they lose. They don't have their spirit either. Because the white man get on the field and tell them anything, they'll do it.
Right.
It don't matter what it is.
Right.
Look, I need you to cross over and hurt your own teammate because this is what we need on your team. We want him off the team, so I need you to do something to mess him. Don't pass him the ball. They'll turn on any nigga on the fucking court. I don't give a fuck who it is. That's it. Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Shaq and Kobe, one of their white bosses, come tell them, turn on that nigga, they're gonna turn on him.
That's what they did with Shaq and Kobe.
They turned. Shaq and Kobe should never been on different teams. They should say, man, we're gonna stay in the NBA together forever, bro. We're gonna win these championships all day. White man came and said, nah, y'all break that up. You go over this team, you go that team. Yes, a messer. I'm over there. I turn on New Jersey, messer. I gotta get my money. I can't play with my money now. The messer made a move. He done made a deal. See, I can't. That's a serious deal. So anything in messer make a deal in his room, I'm gonna follow it. But he on top of the world though. But he's not on top of the world. He really on the bottom of the world of the white man.
And if I could, real quick,
Go ahead.
it's heavy what you bring it out because that's why they hate LeBron James. Because LeBron James ain't he bringing niggas together. He like, shit, come play with me. He's building, he's helping, and then he don't hate niggas enough on the basketball court. Michael Jordan hated everybody. Like Michael Jordan hate niggas to this day. Like he's not friends with none of the niggas he grew up with in his era. Talk bad about Scottie Pippen. I was like, he just hates black people. And then they denigrate and bring down LeBron James because he's trying to show love. Hey, come play with me. Come play with me. Michael Jordan never asked a nigga to come play with him. How dare him ask these niggas? And one more quick point that I want to make. When you was talking about how them brothers killed themselves after reading statistics and things like that, like the fact that they had to go to statistics to read to figure out that the white man is the goddamn devil shows how destroyed their spirit was. Because at what point in time in your life do you separate yourself from your nation? I don't need to read no goddamn statistics to know my people are out here dying, they're out here suffering, they're out here going through all this pain and suffering and hypocrisy. Like, that's what drew me to the RSUPK. Y'all didn't show me one statistic. Only thing you did was tell the truth, and for me, it was a suppressed memory. Because even though we live it every goddamn day, we bury it deep down inside and never bring it up again just so we can try to be a part of the white man's kingdom. Even though we know black people are dying, even though we know we're being first fired and last hired, even though we know we get the bottom of the goddamn pit, we bury it deep down and keep pushing to try to be a part of the white man's kingdom because we didn't think it was nothing else out here for us. And then when we see it's something else out here for us, we still rather try to be a part of the oppressor's kingdom than stand with your goddamn brothers. So, like, the fact that they had to read articles to know that their brothers is out here dying, the fact that they forgot about slavery, how do you need to read an article? Don't you know about slavery? They
lost their soul.
Damn right.
They lost their spirit. You lose your spirit. You don't have you no more. So the connection that you have to your ancestors, that's done. That connection ain't there.
Right.
That's why you have black people saying, "Oh, that's in the past. Don't worry about that no more." Why you worry about the past? Because to them, they don't have their own soul and their own spirit. Right. So they can't connect their soul and spirit to their father and to their father's father and to their father's father and the whole generation. They can't connect that no more because they don't have their own spirit. They put on the spirit of something else. Go ahead, Warrior.
But when they watching the Black Panther movie, they can connect. When they pull up the father.
That's
been passed down from
right.
generations.
That Black Panther Africa garbage is a what's the word for
war tactic?
No, it's a war tactic, but it's a artificially created. It's artificially created.
Right.
That whole spirit of like Wakanda and Africa and we're Black Panther, it's artificially created because that's based off a white man's comic book.
Right.
So it's artificial. There ain't no Wakanda. So all that is still going off of, it's not our spirit.
No,
Go ahead.
So Mikey, I did a bad breakdown of it. I'm saying, I know, of course we know it's all fade up, but I'm saying the whole purpose of that is to try to brainwash black people again and get them to believe in, they from Africa and give you a iota of black pride, which it doesn't. It's just more black denigration of the black male, showing that, trying to feminize and destroy the black male, because like Killmonger was the villain. And you clearly seen the difference between a nigga and an African in that movie, and you still rooted for the goddamn African who didn't want to help. No niggas in Oakland dying. No niggas nowhere dying. No niggas in LA. He didn't want to help no niggas nowhere dying. He said, you bring them over here to bring their problems, but we're supposed to be one people, right? But I say all that to say this, like how you were saying, black people don't feel the pain and the suffering because they disconnected from their ancestors, right? But when they watch a movie like that, they mind are like, well, I understand, I can relate, like, but you can't relate because you totally disassociate, like you said.
But even in that, they connecting themselves to an African spirit, but they skipping the slave spirit.
Exactly.
All the slavery that happened here, the segregation, the fighting against the white man, all that shit that happened here, that Wakanda don't got nothing to do with it. It like skips all that and goes straight to the motherland type shit, and which is another way of, like I said, it's skipping really the real spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't heard not one Wakanda person say slavery, this was really for slavery. This is why we really doing this, because our slave ancestors. They skipping the whole slave ancestors going straight to the Africa. They skipping everything that happened over here. It's in trying to go connect straight to Africa. So they don't have their spirit either. To have your spirit is to be in tune, and you have to be in tune with the truth. The truth. Because a lot of people, they done caught up in so many lies, they don't even believe. They tell you, my ancestors wasn't slaves. We were this, we were that. Nigga, you was a slave like the rest of us in this place. You still a slave right now. So with that, I'm gonna pass the class to Precinct Officer Azar. Oh, it's like Precinct Officer Quampar. Let's clap that up.
ISUPK security announcements. Where the ISUPK started out as 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they're off limit for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to set themselves in the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it.
Slow down a little bit if you could.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18 to 21. Malachi 38 to 10 means 10th in Hebrew. Ma'asha. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the treasury department or teacher. Priest fund. Free will offer for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocation.
I think that's outdated.
No, this is it.
Oh, it's on date? Okay.
Oh, no, man. Memorials, the blowing of the trumpet. The date is still to be to announce.
Yep.
And the feast of the Day of Atonement is also coming up. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black boots, shirts, pants, headbands, scarf. With that, a module, which means to ride. Wakumba Hapadam means turn the face to the east. The Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim. Kodash. Hayat. Shemka. Yahweh. Malakuvka. Taba'ah. Tzazayaka. Hayat. Hashab. Ma'aratazah. Kawa. Hayat. Bashamayim. Nathan. Lenoah. Lakum. Call. Yawam. Wasalakanawa. Kabawatanawa. Kasalakanawa. Kabawatanawa. Wala'ah. Abiyanawa. Wanasai one. Ball. Abashayanawa. Mayan. Right. Hayat. Lakut. Malakut. Wala'ala. Watapara. Abilumium. Amun.
In the English, our
Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. Forgive us of our sins. Forgive us of our sins. Forgive Forgive us of our debts.
Forgive us of our debts.
We forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not into temptation.
Lead us not into temptation.
Deliver us from evil.
And deliver us from evil.
Thine is the kingdom.
Thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
The power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Shabbat Shem Yahshua.
The Thamanah.
Shem Nawa.
Akat.
Akat.
Akat. La Maba'ah. Kal Makala. Kal Madawah. Akat. Atahar. Amatajariah. Akat. Lahati. Hamathi. Akat. Arakawah. Katamah. The Garsha. By Hashem Yahushua. Duad Amun. In the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal.
The power to heal.
All manner of sickness.
All manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to cleanse the lepers.
Power to raise the dead.
Power to raise the dead.
Power against unclean spirits.
Power against unclean spirits.
Oh, slap. Did I say slap? To cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Why Yahushua.
Why Yahushua.
Why
Yaka Allah. Malahayim. Asazabiyah. Alawat Yahama. Halawati. Asaranya. Hakutazayali. Hakayayali. Hakwati. Yahweh. By Hashem Yahushua. Duwad Amun.
Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And
And Yahushua. And Michael.
And
And the angels.
Commander General Yohana.
Commander General Yohana. The generals. The captains. Officers. Troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you. So be it.
Anointed prayers in the Hebrew. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Wara Shamaraka.
Wara Shamaraka.
Yah.
Yahweh. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
And Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka. Ayakanka.
Shah.
Shah.
Yahweh.
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 And Yahweh.
Ayaka.
Ayaka.
Rasham.
Rasham.
Ka.
Lakah.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
By Hashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Barak.
Rapah.
Gun.
The gun. The gun. All destroyed of Israel.
All the children of Israel.
Done.
All destroyed of Israel.
All destroyed of Israel.
Done.
All the children of Israel.
All destroyed of Israel.
Done. By Hashem Yahushua.
By Hashem Yahushua.
Duad Amun.
Duwad Amun.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Bless thee and keep thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Make his face shine upon thee.
Make his face shine upon thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
And be gracious unto thee.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
Lift up his countenance upon thee.
And give thee peace.
And give thee peace.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal. Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
I just became cursing. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Bless unto Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against us.
Like prophets.
Like prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
Israelite brothers and the school.
Israelite brothers and the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
And shake loose the treasure of the rich of Israel.
And refuse to give to the school.
And refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter thy sanctuary.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
And evils and curses.
And evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
Their nations.
And their nations.
Their drug dealers.
Their drug dealers.
The court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments of our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
The Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia. Ku Klux Klan. Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Posse
Comitazi.
Gay
Gay movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
That's a space program.
That's a space program.
Army.
Navy. Air Force. Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airways.
The cable access channel.
The cable access channels.
And the radio channel.
And the radio channels.
Some big convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
of any of thy people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us
bring swift destruction
and bring swift destruction.
to all the heathens.
To all the heathen
Stand in the way.
and stand in the way.
Or try to stop
Or
us.
try to stop us
From broadcasting your words.
from broadcasting your words
Throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go.
Cause them to go
To and fro.
to and fro
Through the earth.
through the earth.
And consume them.
Consume them.
Let the plagues. So like, let the plagues shake the house of the thief.
Let the plague shake the house of the thief
And the murderer.
and the murderer.
Let Yahweh shine.
Let Yahweh shine.
Michael.
Michael
And
and
Gabriel.
Gabriel
Come down with the flying saucers.
come down with the flying saucers
And punish all the heathen.
and punish all the heathen
That come up against us.
that come up against us
As we speak thy word.
as we speak thy word.
Cause it be known.
Must be known
By all.
by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
And it is the angels that have done it.
Cause it to be spread.
Cause it to be spread
through the media.
through the media
Throughout the whole world.
throughout the whole world.
Cause them to shake at thy coming.
Cause them to shake out that coming.
The name of Yahushua.
Name of Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
So, give me the turn. Courtesy salute to the teacher. Man of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Maju, Barak, Yahweh, Shema, Yahushua, break it down.
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakathum.
Class is up. So, like, courtesy salute to the sisters. Man of Israel, Mount Shabbat, Maju, Barak,
Yahweh Shema Barakathum by Shem Yahshua.
That's a Matai. Class dismissed.
Okay.